Alright, this is going to be my review of a game called Mordhau. It's a PvP medieval style game, similar to what you'd see in a large map Call of Duty. Some free-for-all, team deathmatch, skirmishes, all that, capture objectives. They have something similar to a tug of war, where you got to try and control the middle ground and expand. So far, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. The customization is cool. I'm not really great at the game yet, but I do think it has potential. It's been out a few years and it's very popular. I just happened to discover it just recently. You'll see here, me, Old Dirty Bot. This is the guy I made. He's following the mouse. That's kind of interesting. You go to your armory. You get your usual generic brands. These would be the equivalent to the already created characters in a Call of Duty or a Battlefront, that sort of thing. See, I made him, Old Dirty Bot. That's what I named the kind of character he is. Started like this. Unnamed, unmanned. You get 48 points. This is important to see. 48 points. These 48 points are what you're going to use in order to make your character, in essence. Alright, so the 48 points here, what you're going to see when we go into the character. You edit an armory. Here, -3, Huntsman, these are perks. Your armor also counts towards this, which is interesting. That's a change that I did not see coming. It's a little different. I guess it kind of makes sense. It's like using perk points in the other games where you can fully customize. So, let's give it an idea here. So I have this worker's hood, this piece here. Click on it, and you can see all the different hats you can get. There's a few restrictions for each, though. You see my level, not high enough for this, and even if I were, I would have to spend 300 of my gold. That's not too bad. You're in gold for every round you're in. You start it with 2,500. I don't know if that's just an addition I downloaded or how that works, but you start with that much basically to get you started. What's nice is once you get it here, you can kind of pick your colors. Some unlock with levels, and you got a preview of it pretty good. It's decent. A lot of the items are cosmetic, so we have an arming cap, a padded hood, all the stuff that you know, an eye patch, an eye bandage. You can buy it. You can get the level for it, but it doesn't actually do anything. It's just cosmetic. As you can see, I went all black. Here, this is interesting. You get an emblem. Mine is a knight in a wheelchair. They had that. You don't make your own. They have a whole bunch of them you can use. Doesn't cost anything. And of course, ones you can unlock as you go along the game. The real part is the perks. This is important. So you'll see there's a number attached. That's the same. That's what you see missing here. Comes out of that 48. These are interesting. You can go perk heavy, you can go weapon heavy, you can go armor heavy. You cannot do all three. I am using a bow that takes 33 of my points right here, the long bow. That's the strongest bow, the longest range. Because of that, that gives me very limited other stuff. So when I went through looking, I went through and noticed that we had ranger and huntsman needed. Friendly. Friendly is extremely important. Friendly is very important because what you don't want to do is give yourself team damage. This is full open in the way of hardcore, so you can hurt your teammates. So what you want to do is make sure you lessen that if possible, especially when you see how chaotic some of these maps get. All right, what we're going to do now, I'm going to go into a map and show it to you. I'm going to go into one of the bigger maps so we get an idea how it plays. We'll use him, and maybe I'll switch over a little bit to check out somebody who's more hands-on, just because that's the real meat and potatoes of this game, is the getting in there. And I played through the tutorial. It's very detailed. You know, when you swipe from right to left, your weapon swings that way. Down, it swings that way. You can parry and riposte all the same way. Your timing has to be good. So there's more to it than just clicking or pressing a button. It's difficult. You'll see as I'm more likely going to get my you-know-what handed to me several times. Quick play and ranked. This is common. Most PvP games have this. Quick play, what I like is they have something called Brawl. This is your team deathmatch. Your basic stuff. Domination, that kind of thing. Horde, think zombies. AI, hordes of people coming at you. You defend with a group of people. I think 4, but I don't know. I haven't really tried it yet. And these are your bigger maps, Invasion and Frontline. 48 or 80. I've only done 48 and it's chaotic. I could not imagine 80. At some point I'll give it a ring. I'm going to leave these clicked and we're going to try one of those. So far the servers have been pretty good. Game's been out 2 years. It has a almost cult following. So you get in pretty good. Some of the chat can be a little toxic, but I expect that with a PvP game. And honestly, I just ignore it. You don't really read it. I don't even know how they have time to type with the way that it works. But they've been playing for a lot longer than I have for the most part. Here, we can watch the round. I don't know why you would do that. You can pick which side. If they are both open, which they are, there's a slot here. I just auto-assign. Generic classes. I'll pick my dude. And let's get in there. You spawn. I think you can choose a spot to spawn, but I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to hit spawn. And we're going to go in. See, the graphics are really good. I mean, for a 2-year-old game, this looks really good to me. Especially with as many frames and as many people on. And we're going to get in there. Let's see. So, what I don't want to do is be up close and personal with these guys with hammers and axes and all that. I hit that guy, you can see 17 damage. If you're looking at bottom right, you'll see your ammo count. That's important. You can only refuel, or restock I should say, at certain spots. So I don't want to get too far out because I don't have another weapon. And then I'm using my fist. And as you can imagine, fist versus sword, not very good. This is cool. I like how it says you, them. Interesting dynamic. So you see how you do versus individual people. And then you spawn again, you get right in. He had a throwing spear of some sort. I haven't tried that yet. Let's see where this guy's going here. Let's see if I can get some damage going. See, I had 70 damage on him. Hit him. This is where it gets fun. 3 of my guys in the way, and I'm trying to hit this dude with an arrow. That, not a good recipe. To this point, I have not noticed if there is a penalty for team damage. If there is, I don't know what it is. Look, I got that guy. Not a bad shot. But I don't want to find out. I don't want to take my own team out. This, very similar. If you play Battlefront or some of the larger maps in the Call of Duty kind of games, you'll notice the top, there's just places we got to hold, defend, and take over. If we get all 5, we win. If we have more of them, when the round ends, we win. I'm getting meleeed. This is not good. This big naked guy's trying to hit me here. And there's a timer. So the longest I've been in a match is 20 minutes, which is about normal. That seems like it's about fair for what these things are. Alright, we're going to keep rolling here. I'm going to see if I can get some high ground. So, I'm going to go up here. Some corpses. They do have them generically laying around. They're not always actual bad guys. This is a little far to hit anything. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can get up here. If you go off the map, it will tell you you're a coward and to get back in the map. Which is sort of funny, actually. I wonder if I can... You can climb things, too. I guess it won't let you here, though. The other thing I noticed, you can move ladders. I grabbed one before by holding E. I didn't necessarily mean to, but I grabbed it. I don't know if you can use it as a weapon, but you certainly can move it to other places. I also have been on a ladder that somebody else moved, and it moved me into the loading screen because I was killed. Here comes my naked buddy again. That time I hit him pretty good. See if I can finish him. There we go. A left hook to the face. Eat that. Whoa. Tickle pickle. Alright then. So you get an idea. It gets a little crazy when you're in the mix. When you're really up against it. I wonder if I can go this way. So I always look for outskirts to try and use with this guy, but I haven't done a ton of the melee. I did use a smaller bow that had a sword with it, and what I quickly realized was I wasn't good at either. This sort of thing you can use. I can hit that and knock it down and hit it on people, which is interesting. They have a lot of like castling style defenses. Alright, I don't know where I am. But I seem to be circling behind them. That's a gate. That's probably not good. This is interesting. Can I shoot through here? I can. Can't hit anything. There's a window here. Can I get out? I can. So I'm on their side now. This is interesting. You absolutely can get fall damage. Watch out for that. I am the master of that, apparently. I wound up back at the same place. I just went through all that for nothing, huh? Interesting. See if I can climb down around this way and circle them a little bit. This is an arrow case, so it's good to be around here, because this is somewhere where I can absolutely want to be. This is their arrow case, apparently. Interesting. We killed each other. One of the perks I'm using, Ranger, gives me extra damage against other archers. So it's basically keeps you in an arrow fight, which is cool. We seem to like going in here, so I'm going to follow these guys. Oh boy. It's just... There we go. Oh, nope, team damage. See, that's what I don't want to do. Look at this mess. Good part is, if you can get in something like this, you can absolutely almost like streamline down a hallway where I'm guaranteed to hit them. There's a guy up there just lobbing at us. And then he jumped off. Good. There we go. You're being pushed back. Retreat? I don't want to retreat. What happened? Okay, defend. Deploy. So apparently they conquered whatever it was, and now we're pushed back. You get the idea, though. It's a defend the objective sort of game. That's all of us. It looks like we're going out that way. So going up isn't really going to help me. Let's get out into the fray. Whoa! I didn't really want to go that way, but okay. Got hit with a cleaver. I see, so we're in here, they conquered that. Okay. No combatants there. Looks like we're defending this. Get on the roof here. This is cool. I don't know if I can actually hit anyone from here, but it's kind of cool that I can get out here. Looks like they're spawning underneath me, which is interesting. So if I can catch one when he spawns, I might be able to really do a little damage here. But again, doesn't seem like the best place. Oh, where did that guy going? What's in here? Anything? No, just more up and down. Really, what's got to happen is I got to stick with the group over there, which is I really is the point of this game. Just it's difficult with an arrow, but let's go down, see what's over here. That guy fell down and is laughing. Excellent. One of those Looney Tunes in every game, I guess. There's nowhere else to get down. I wonder if... Oh, good. So I dropped the ladder on myself. Let's see if we can... I guess it's just hold or drop. Which way you can drop it down this way? Nope, just that way. Okay, so not really helpful. I wonder if I can try and slow. Nope. Oh, good. Fell right into that guy. I'm going to give one more effort here to try and find some action. I'm going to go and change weapons and get into the fray to show you a little bit of what the combat is like with the melee. Difficult is the first word that comes to mind. Whoa. Okay, so this is interesting. There we go. Are they trying to come in this window? They are. Can resupply here. Oh boy. I think that guy's a flaming arrow. What is that about? Alright, so I'm gonna switch. Let's go with there's a trap, that's interesting. Engineer, protector. Let's use a protector. Alright, so now we got a flail, or a mace if you will. Let's go see if we can get in there. Again, this is just a generic class. I didn't do anything to it, so I don't think there's anything too specific with it. Oh good, here we go. Oh, knocked out from behind. This, it gets really hectic when you're in that fray in there, because there are so many people around you at all times. You're either hitting your own team, hopefully hitting them. Every once in a while you hit the wall, you're not really hitting anything. Check, they conquered this. These guys are all running away. Yeah. So now we're in our final spot, it looks like. Let's see how difficult it is, though. The tutorial does go a good way to show you how to do some of the things, the riposte and the parry and all that. But it is difficult. The learning curve. I mean, I'm 2 years behind, so there's people who play this probably almost exclusively. It's got, like I said, almost a cult following. Alright, so it's a 2v1. Oh. Alright, we got one dude. So I got a piece of each of them, which is cool. You can pick up their weapon if you really want. I don't. I'm going to stick with the generic. Carry on and try and get involved in the fray. I do like the blood that shows up on your weapon and stays. Little characters, just a bloody mess all over. So this is who we gotta defend. Interesting, okay. I wonder if we can knock this down. We can. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Look at that. Now, I went from right to left. That's my common way with the mouse. It's not always on purpose. You can go up and down, and you can hit individual parts, which is interesting. Oh, see, I mistimed it. You can't just put your shield up and block. You have to time it. I have not clearly mastered that yet. But hopefully in time. Oh, I walked into that. Probably not good. That guy just threw a flame bomb. That's interesting. I didn't know that was an option for someone to do. I wonder if you can kind of camp. I can kind of... Nope. It's interesting too, because this is a little bit slower to swing. You can use rapiers and shorter swords, which are faster. And all that stuff kind of matters when you're doing this. Whoop. You'll see I hit the wall there. There we go. Oh. What am I getting hit by? You see how talented they are, right? Like, this dude just clearly blocked almost everything I threw at him. He's got that crazy mask on, too, so he's probably been playing for a while. This guy's cornered. I want some of that. There we go. I'm all about jumping in the fray and getting extras here. Ooh. That guy's just hitting everything that moves. There we go. Get some. Get some. Now we're beating each other up here, it looks like. Whoa. It's a little hard to tell the teams, too, I've noticed. So I didn't realize that guy was on the other team. Sometimes the blood and the red kind of mix. I'm gonna have to make more creative classes, though, and kind of get this to be how I want it to be. Oh, look at that. Too close to the enemy. That was interesting. So that's where they're spawning. So you get too close to it. It looks like we have to hold it for the remainder of the time.
The pleasure is mine.
Go here. See what we get in here. Okay. The other thing, when they have all black armor like that guy, I couldn't tell that that guy was another enemy, so I'm gonna have to get used to that too. Chaos in there. I'm gonna try another class, I think, next time. Let's try this guy. Try the veteran. See what this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, knocked by something. Can never just see where it's coming from either. It's very difficult when you get in these large melees. I do really want to know what they used for smoke bombs back then too, which is interesting. Ooh, go hit that guy. Alright, I'm not a fan of this. This thing takes very long to swing. I wonder if there's... What do you think would be faster? It's a one-handed sword? That's a two-handed sword, I think. Two-handed sword, mace. We'll try the knight. No, it's definitely a two-handed sword. This is not going to swing very quick. So the generic classes don't have the rapier or the saber style sword and all that. But that thing definitely hurts when it hits. Wow, I just blocked that guy right off the wall. So 2-on-1, you're just pretty much never going to win. I blocked out a bunch of guys. It is pretty funny to hear our team yell, hold the line as we spawn. Man, blocking is just so hard with the timing in this. Let's try another class. Let's see. Try a spear guy. See what we get with this guy. Footman. Back down the stairs. I'm very familiar with these stairs from all my deaths, but the only way you learn, right? Oh, get some of that. We lost. Alright. Not bad. 7 and 9. Or 7 and 18. But it is what it is when you start. You see we get the gold, so I made decent error. And that's pretty much how the game goes. It's a good time. It's a little bit chaotic, and there's a learning curve, but once you get past that, it's a lot of fun. So if you're into this style, I'd recommend at least giving it a try, and it is only 30 bucks right now, so it isn't a terrible investment if you're not going to stick with it. Alright, Old Dirty Butt, leave a comment. If you have any questions, anything I can answer, if you have any hints, I would definitely appreciate those. And thanks for watching.